So you guys are not afraid of it or
Nah, not at all. Like literally like, oh, really? Bring it on.
Welcome to the brndBrief podcast, where we discuss the latest trends on the business side of fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and tech brands, and the impact of technology on driving brand growth. This podcast is powered by Brand Method Media Group, and I'm your host, Kelly Kelly. Today's guest is Tia Robinson, CEO and founder of Vertical Activewear. Vertical Activewear is a slow fashion brand for women made on demand in the USA. They are inclusively made in sizes extra small to 5XL, consciously manufactured using eco-friendly fabrics on demand in the US, and mindfully shipped using recycled packaging. Welcome to the show, Tia.
Thank you for having me.
So I would love to start with the inspiration behind the launch of Vertical Activewear.
Yeah, so the inspiration was really, I was getting into various different forms of fitness as a part of my health journey. And, I was doing dance fitness, pole fitness, yoga, bar, Pilates, like anything that was outside of going to the gym and lifting weights. I was like, sign me up. And that was probably like around 2010. And athleisure and activewear wasn't really a big thing. So I started getting pieces made by a seamstress that I wanted to wear that would seamlessly go with my outfits and like the transition between different classes and things of that sort. And some of my classmates were like, well, where'd you get that from? And can I get one as well? So it started with the inspiration of me just trying to find activewear that worked for me and my size and my body type that I felt reflected my energy. And then it moved from people connecting with that and wanting that. And my little hobby within 10 months, selling like dance shorts, leggings, and things of that sort, I was able to generate quite a bit of income just doing that. And so that was my proof of concept. I was like, I think I might have a business here 10 months later, right?
Product market fit, maybe, think?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was kind of the inspiration behind getting started.
Awesome. And I saw that you recently announced that Vertical Activewear is B Corp certified. Congratulations. For our listeners, can you share exactly what that means and why it's important?
Yeah, so it's really a commitment to doing good and being a business that does good for profit, right? So we are profit based business, but the environment, fair wages, livable wages, sustainability, using recycled materials is always something that's been core to who we are. Even our model of on-demand manufacturing is sustainable. And so going after the B Corp certification was a distinction that we wanted to make when it came to our brand versus other brands that are on the market, right? If you are looking to do good, feel good, and wear apparel that reflects that, then we wanted to be able to have a distinction to be able to point those customers in our direction. And so yeah, that's why we went after B Corp. It is a small club of companies that I am joining, but definitely have the same commitment. So it's taken a while to actually get the certification. It is a very strenuous process in terms of getting it done, but it's all for good, right? So we are super, super happy to be able to say that we have that distinction now.
That's pretty incredible. I saw that during our research and I was like, I don't know much about it, but I know it's not something you just go check a few boxes and they give it to you. You have to be really on point, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of boxes. Let's just say it's a lot of boxes. And it is a lot. It's a commitment to even go process. We started going through the process in like 2022, 2023, just to kind of see where we were at in terms of score, and then what we may be able to really focus on in terms of, okay, like, are we doing this, right? Do we have this? Can we show this, right? And so then 2023 was just about going through the process. So it took several months, almost a year to go through
Wow.
that process. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we finally got it. And yeah, so first in Georgia with the distinction of being B Corp certified for the apparel industry. So again,
Wow.
another distinction that Vertical's been able to make.
I love that. That's incredible.
Thank
So,
you.
vertical activewear seems to emphasize obviously both style and performance. How do you strike that balance between a fashion forward design, but also functional activewear?
Yeah, so I would say that what we really look at is we look at building capsule collections for our customers. So we look at it as being able to kind of take what we know from a technological standpoint in terms of putting a garment together, what works, what looks good on the body, what holds up well, what's going to be sustainable, and being able to take that knowledge and merge it with a capsule collection that serves as a point of inspiration. So this last collection that we just did was called the Riviera Maya collection, and it was inspired by my travels to the Riviera Maya and the Yucatan Peninsula and the sustainability efforts that they have there as it relates to the oceans and the coral reef and things of that sort that are there. And then just the bright colors of the Yucatan Peninsula. So like if you look at the color swatches that we have for this collection, we've got cacao, which is this nice, rich, dark chocolate color with like a little hint of violet in it. And I absolutely love. We've got the Many Faces collection, and that was kind of inspired by like some of the totems and the artwork and stuff in the Yucatan Peninsula that you could see. We've got Root Red, which is inspired by that like deep, deep, deep red brick color. Cenote blue, the cenotes of the Yucatan, which is beautiful and amazing, and just the overall like the sand. So we wanted to be able to build a collection that really spoke to our commitment to sustainability and then also inspire folks with these really, really rich and unique colors to be able to build a capsule collection of apparel that's going to work and you're going to get more than 10 wears out of it.
Right. And I imagine the investing into a capsule collection with such a rich story behind it, as opposed to, yeah, a team of people decided this was the red for the season and we're just running with it. I imagine that's gotta feel really good and empowering.
Yeah, absolutely. And trends, the thing about trends and sustainability is that we have to look outside of actual garment construction when it comes to trends and different things and different features, right? Because they come and they go, and then those clothes, what do you do with them when they're no longer on trend, right? So we try to look at things in terms of what works, what are classic pieces. I wanted to look at vertical and how you could build a collection out just like you would build a luxury collection, right? Like this is my everyday purse, right? I know that this is going to rock with me no matter what outfit I wear, what color I wear, it's going to work, right? Also, like you might go into your closet and have that cashmere sweater that you spent a lot of money on, but you know that that is going to be something that you are going to be wearing to the end of time. And so when we look at our apparel, we wanted to be able to make sure that we were creating pieces that definitely are going to work from a functionality standpoint, and then also give you that richness in terms of color and patterns and things of that sort that you can utilize and integrate within your closet. So yeah.
I love that. Now, e-commerce is constantly evolving, right?
Yes.
How do you all adapt to the evolving needs of like online consumers? Can you speak to your omni-channel marketing strategy?
Yeah, so in terms of just the overall needs of our customers, so we have two customer base that we focus on. We focus on direct to consumer, and then we also just started to roll out being able to offer on-demand manufacturing for other businesses. in terms of them wanting to launch a collection within 90 days and to be able to bring that to life. So being able to work, yes, with other businesses to get them familiar with sustainable manufacturing, on-demand manufacturing, and kind of shaking up the industry in terms of apparel manufacturing just in general. With our direct-to-consumer, we really focus on our marketing efforts in terms of social media, content creation, education, things of that sort, and really being able to speak to our customers' needs from that standpoint. When it comes to the B2B side, there's definitely things that we have that are in the works in terms of being able to take our on-demand manufacturing capabilities as a service provider to the next level. And what I mean by that is a lot of customers and companies tend to use platforms like a Shopify or a Squarespace and things of that sort, right? So being able to look at where those customers are and to be able to seamlessly help them in terms of their sales and their marketing and reaching their customer by looking at what kind of e-commerce platforms are they playing in and staying up to date with that is really kind of where we focus our effort.
I was going to ask you, has to do with influencer partnerships. You guys participate with that? How do you guys approach that and how has it worked for you?
So in terms of influencer partnerships, we have done some influencer outreach. Our strategy in terms of influencers is a little different, right? As opposed to just sending them clothes, we actually host influencers here at our studio to be able to educate them as it relates to on-demand manufacturing and to show them how quickly we could be able to create or develop a look that's wearable, that they literally will wear and take out of here, right? So instead of just giving them something and some talking points, we want them to be able to experience what it is that we're able to do here locally. And that was important to me because a lot of the manufacturing that folks are familiar with happens overseas. So you really don't see what goes into actually making a garment and making the clothes that you wear and how like it's truly an art form, right? So education is really, really big for me in the space of sustainability because a lot of people is like, well, what does that mean, right? Or it's a buzzword now. And so everyone is using sustainability as a way to describe their business, right? So to be able to bring some clarity into the space and the area that we reside in, we actually invite influencers here on a monthly basis, and we host these kind of sewing parties or manufacturing parties. I don't have a cool name for it, but we have them come out and we make them something.
That's incredible. How does Vertical Activewear engage with your community of customers? I feel like culture and authentic engagement sounds really, really important to your brand. And when you do that, how do you incorporate feedback into your product development and brand strategy?
Yeah, so I guess it's like twofold. So in terms of how it is that we implement kind of feedback in terms of our product and our product strategy, we've been able to accumulate a pretty good email list of customers that support us and support our brand. And we typically will do polls, ask questions, send out surveys via email. We also conduct them on our social media page in terms of like, what color are you feeling? Are you feeling this print or whatever? And you'd be surprised to find out what the response is sometimes when you send out those quick little notes and you get answers. So our customers and our followers are very, very much engaged and invested in the product and the product line. Sometimes you can't tell in terms of interaction from a social media standpoint, but if I ask a question, if I ask a question about some stuff or a color, they're definitely like, okay,
this is my opinion.
Exactly. Opinions matter. And so that's one of the ways that we're able to engage with our customer and just the overall community. Also, in terms of community investment and things that we do from a vertical standpoint to actually get out in the Atlanta market and just here in the US is one of the things that, again, using my passion for being able to educate and inform folks about sustainability. So I've done quite a few speaking panels and discussions at universities, with organizations. I'm very involved in Atlanta Sustainable Fashion Week. There's e-commerce and retail conferences that come about, and typically there's a sustainability element or that I can contribute as it relates to being able to talk about that. I often do. So really getting out and about and talking and doing speaking engagements and wherever it is that I think that it makes sense for us to be, that's where we're at.
I love that. So as we're looking ahead and we're all experiencing in every industry such rapid changes when it comes to technology between AI, AR, how do you plan to adapt to how quickly things are changing when it comes to tech integration?
Oh, so tons and tons of stuff that I probably can't mention just yet, but that is actually kind of the next iteration that we are taking things as it relates to vertical, the integration of AI and machine learning. There is so much fascination that I have with that space and things that we could be utilizing as a team as it relates to vertical. So we actually have just recently got accepted to ATDC, which is so ATDC. So, being able to work with Georgia Tech and the Georgia Tech team to be able to develop, strategize, and launch technology that supports our on-demand manufacturing model is literally the next phase that we're moving in. So more stuff to come, but super excited because we definitely feel like there is opportunity for us to be able to do more and to be able to serve our customers more with the integration of AI and machine learning. So we definitely embrace it.
I love that. So you guys are not afraid of it, or?
Not at all. Like literally like, oh, really? Bring it on, right?
Yeah.
Use this. And it's not replacing people in any way, shape, or form. This is allowing us to enhance and to scale and to expand by using the subject matter expertise that we already have in-house. So we just look at it as something to be able to elevate the brand.
Incredible. Well, I'm excited to keep up. Learning about your brand has been so refreshing and so interesting. You're definitely you're the type of guest we wanted on this show, to just be able to talk about the business side of things and also the role tech is playing. And I think what you guys are doing is incredible. Congratulations again on your B Corp certificate. That's a big deal.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. So I'm excited to keep up with all the new developments. And that's going to wrap our show for today. Thank you to our incredible guest, Tia Robinson, CEO and founder of Vertical Activewear. We'll have contact information for Vertical Activewear in the show notes for anyone interested in supporting the brand. They have beautiful pieces and they have a beautiful mission. So if you like today's show, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. We will see you in the next episode. Thanks.